Talking with Two.
It's crazy the way that it works with booking and all that stuff, you know, especially with I noticed that there's different booking, not agencies, but like booking pages, I guess, in different cities. Like I think in Austin it's like Bit Crusher, Trash Panda Productions. What are you familiar with besides Twin Productions in other cities?
Dude, not too many. I've been trying to get in Austin. We were booking with this guy who works at Come and Take It Live. His name's Skylar.
Yeah,
Skylar.
yeah. We worked with Skylar before.
Yeah, Skylar. Who else? He was pretty much our Austin hookup. So
yeah,
I really don't know
Austin.
too many. Yeah.
Have y'all played at what's that shit called, dude? Not Dirty Dog, but
Come and
Take It.
Yeah.
Y'all played there?
A bunch of times.
Dude, I want to play there so bad, dude. We still haven't had a chance to play there, man.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it's a cool venue. It's a nice venue.
Nice.
I dig it. The sound is always like pretty badass.
Hell yeah, dude. That's badass, man. So what like before you came into Donella Drive, dude, what was it that you were doing, or what got you into music before all that Donella Drive era?
I mean, like you basically like when I started with music, like what got me into music.
Yeah, or okay, like I guess what got you into music to begin with?
Music has been like a part of my life. It's at a pretty young age. My mom was a big music lover.
Okay.
Pretty much my family, they were all they either jammed good music or they were musically inclined. They all played instruments. But like as far as like my very first recollection of like listening to music by myself, I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, like with a Walkman, like in the cassette tape.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
What cassettes did you have in there when you were?
I actually had 2 cassette tapes when I was a little kid. I had, it was my uncle's tape. It was Metallica Ride the Lightning. And then, I don't know, someone bought me a Tag Team, Whoop, There It Is. so I would jam those 2 as a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. I remember when I was like, because honestly, dude, I don't think I started getting into music in general. Like you don't appreciate it until you reach a certain age, right?
Yeah.
And I think I remember being like around 9 or 10 years old, and Toonami had a midnight run special, dude.
Toonami.
Yeah, Toonami, bro, where they played Daft Punk. And there's an animation behind their album Discovery, called 5,555 Interstellar 5,555. Right? Have you seen that with the blue people?
Yeah,
dude. So there's an episode for every track of that album.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking sick. So I got into music around that time that I started hearing that, and then I was like, oh wow, they're playing guitar and blah blah, right? So then that was my first record.
Mm-hmm.
That my parents ever bought me. Daft Punk Discovery.
Wow.
And that was 2001, dude.
Dang.
Since then, I think that made me get into music more. And then as I grew older, I think around the age of 13 is when I first heard Change in the House of Flies on 99.5 Kiss.
Wow.
Dude. So hearing White Pony at 13 years old is what drove me to want to start playing guitar and not singing, but playing guitar, dude.
Yeah.
So you said that at like around the age of 5?
Yeah.
So did you have a lot of, well, you just said your mom and other people too. Mm-hmm. Did you have any family members that were musically like driven or talented?
My grandfather, he was a musician and he used to gig in like they used to live in Chicago, and he would play shows with his band.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, they would just like. He was always booking and gigging, and like they would have like play like backyard parties and stuff like that in Chicago.
What kind of music in Chicago?
In Chicago, yeah.
And you said who?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Yeah. And
these are stories that you heard, or have you ever been in Chicago?
No, I've never been. I haven't been in Chicago yet.
Okay.
But this is what my mom and my grandpa and my family members would tell me.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, man.
And I know it's not that alone that drove you to want to be a musician. But what else influenced you over the years?
Well, like I said, I always liked music. I always was really into it. Like
you had a knack for it. It was your
I just had a knack for it. Yeah, always. And then when I was about 11 years old, my grandpa had bought my my uncle a guitar, and he wanted us to play together.
Okay.
And so he was like, "Hey, Andy, I want to buy you an instrument." And I was like, I was like, okay, well, I want drums because that was the only instrument I really knew. And he was like, no, I'm going to buy you a bass. And I was like, what's a bass? I don't even like, so like my uncle and my grandpa like explained to me like what it was and what it did. And one day my grandpa just showed up with some like pawn shop gear, like a little like
nice, like
crappy,
a little drum set.
Yeah,
or what?
no, a little practice bass.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, he bought me a little crappy amp and a crappy bass.
How old were you when that?
I was 11.
You were 11. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good age to start.
Yeah. So me and my uncle were like we caught on pretty quick. Well, my uncle was like a couple months ahead of me.
Yeah,
because he was playing by himself, and then
Sorry, guys, the camera angle changed. My bad. No, go ahead. No,
and then one day he showed up to my house and he had a little amp for me or whatever. And then so my uncle taught me kind of how to hold the frets down, you know, how to play.
Okay.
And then we just kind of went from there, learning our Metallica songs and Marilyn Manson
You Metallica,
songs.
bro, this guy.
I know, dude, but that's how I learned, dude.
Yeah.
Like people like make fun of me or whatever. I don't care.
Well, I mean, like I know I do give you and Aiden shit, but like it's just out of love, man, because Metallica is a band to look up to because like they just to see how far they fucking made it, man.
Yeah.
Like me and Amanda talked about this on the last podcast episode that I had her on. We didn't really get into it, but I was just saying like it's really cool to see something or a band or a company start from like small and then grow. Yeah. Over the years, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You just see them grow, dude. Yeah. So I can understand why like that was your inspiration. Matter of fact, Bullet for a Valentine is one of the bands I don't really listen to much anymore, but like when I was like 16 growing up, I fucking loved it, right? Like, oh, tears don't fall. I had a BC Rich Warlock and a fucking Spider 3 line 6 amp, dude. Like I was all like, yeah, about fucking yeah, you know, like. Anyway, so he even said, I don't know the singer's name, but he even said that he was inspired by watching Metallica on MTV as a kid. So Metallica did inspire a lot of people, dude. They influenced
everybody, even people you probably wouldn't even expect.
Yeah, like who? Who do you
like? Like how many times have you seen like a pop star cover a Metallica song?
Yeah, you're right.
Like I've seen like Shakira, Miley Cyrus gonna do a Metallica covers album.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
You know what I mean? Like they've influenced so many actors, musicians. Like it's crazy.
It is crazy, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool to see that. To grow you as an artist, like. To grow from being a kid, barely finding out about Metallica to now, like how were you able to increase your bass skills, man? Because now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put you on a pedestal here, but I don't think I know any other bass players that play like you in San Antonio. Maybe Josh from Roshi, but I haven't seen him live like in action. So like. How did you improve your skills to where you are today? Like,
it was a mixture of things. I early on I jammed with a lot of people, and then I had my mom, one of my mom's ex-boyfriends. He actually showed me like the slap technique. Like he would kind of come hang out to our house or whatever, and he saw that I played bass, and he was like, "Do you know how to slap?" And I was like, "No, I don't even know what that is." Yeah. And he kind of showed me the technique. I was like, oh, cool, okay. And then it kind of built from there, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it was a mixture of things, you know, different music that I was listening to. As a bass player, I feel automatically you kind of branch out more to different styles of music. I feel, you know, because there's like R&B stuff with sick bass lines, jazz,
yeah, dude.
You know, funk. I think bass is a very wide range.
Wow. I never saw it like that, dude. Like I felt like bass was kind of limited, not like limited where you don't need it, but like limited where it's just basic. But no, I mean every song needs the low end, right? Because I don't know if you remember, dude. You remember how Marie Laveau played without a bassist for a long time?
Yeah, I hated it.
And they did, and you just hear a bunch of highs, just like guitars, right? But no.
Yeah, like, you need
no low end, dude. Yeah, it's important, man. And one thing that I do appreciate too, dude, is a lot of R&B songs and rap songs, man. They have the fucking like you just hear the bass line in it, dude.
Yeah,
whether
it drives the song.
It does, man. Yeah. Like obviously you have the boom, boom, right? But then you still have the bass in there.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, oh man, it's fucking great.
Yeah,
dude.
so I feel as a bass player early on, I branched off into different styles of music.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I had like one of my friends. He showed me. I must have been in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
He showed me a Victor Wooten CD. He was like, "You think you're badass at bass? Check this out." And I was like blown away. You know what I mean? And everyone kind of hates on the dude from Mud or hates on Mudvayne.
Right,
but he's an amazing bass player.
Yeah.
And like I remember when they came out, everyone was trying to be like that dude. You know what I mean? Ryan Martini. You know, so it was just a mixture of things. You know what I mean? Different styles, like the different styles of music I got into. So yeah, man, just jamming and learning off other people. I never took lessons or anything either. I wish I would have, but it was just me playing in my room by myself, practicing, learning songs.
Dude, that's really admirable, man. And I feel like I say that word a lot on my episodes, but the reason why I say that so much is because it's really nice to see people come up, man, like in their craft.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just so hungry for it. You're like, give me that fucking shit, and you just take it, bro, and you just fucking learn it, dude. Yeah, dude, that's pretty badass, man. So when did Donella Drive get formed? Like,
okay, yeah. We started in 2000. I would say, really taking it seriously about 2012.
2012.
Yeah, 2012. So I was in a metal band called Brotherhood, and we were doing pretty well. Like one of the last things we did, we played the Mayhem Festival, and I opened for Korn, Lamb of God, Five Finger Death Punch, Rob Zombie.
With Donella Drive?
No, with Brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
With Brotherhood,
I think I remember you showing me that footage, dude.
Yeah, I showed you the footage.
We should bring it up here on this episode. If you can send it to me, I'll put it up.
Yeah.
But how many people were there for that, dude? That's so sick,
dude. There was thousands. It was like a sea of people. Like,
how did Brotherhood get that show?
Well, they were a Jägermeister band at the time.
What does that mean?
They were like I guess at one point Jägermeister, like, I don't know how to explain it. They didn't sign bands, but they sponsored bands at the time.
Jägermeister, the liquor.
Yeah, the liquor. Yeah, they sponsored bands, and at the Mayhem Festival they had Jägermeister stages, and so I guess we were like the local Jägermeister band in Texas, or the one they were
in the whole state.
I guess I'm not really too sure how it worked, but when Mayhem came around, they asked us to play it.
Yeah,
and I was like, holy crap! Like, you know, it kind of blew my mind. Because we got to play with all those bands, you know.
Dude,
they had a Jägermeister stage.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, that's so sick.
Yeah.
How did that go, man? Like,
it was crazy, man. Like, it was probably 112 degrees. It was in the middle of summer in August.
No shit, dude.
And I remember like drinking so much water that day and not even going to the bathroom because you're sweating so much. It was so hot up on that damn stage. I respect like all those bands who played, you know, those Warped Tours and those summer tours, because man, it was brutal. And that's
like fucking almost every day that is like, oh man, every city like Warped Tour.
It was brutal. It was so damn hot on that stage.
You know what's crazy, dude? It's like, don't forget what you're gonna say, because I was gonna bring on something. But you know what's crazy that I think about now? It's like, I know that Aiden has his own opinion about how vocals are compared to like learning a physical instrument, but one thing that I as I started getting more serious into music, one thing that I started taking into consideration is like when you're on tour, like, dude, these motherfuckers have to like sing every day, dude, every day. And like, I feel like when I do Marillo shows, it's just that one night, right? So I go all out, I bring it out. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do that for every show if I was on tour. Because, dude, you got to take care of your voice. Your voice is your instrument, man. You know? Like,
well, eventually, you know, you're doing it more. You're going to get better. Your muscle, you know, your throat's going to get stronger.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
So it's like working out. You know what I mean? You're eventually, like, I remember, like, not that it's anything crazy, but I booked a Donella tour. It was like 10.
When y'all went to Cali?
Yeah, we went to Cali and like a West Coast tour. And I remember, like, because we played locally a good amount. Like, you know, you're sore the next day.
Oh, yeah.
But we played 9 shows in 10 days.
Nice.
And eventually your body you just adjust. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because when, you know, you've seen us play. We're very physical. You know, we're moving around.
Yeah, man.
So eventually your body just kind of, you know.
It adapts.
It adapts. Exactly.
Fucking hey, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's cool. I know that you played on River City Rock Fest too, right? With Janella Drive?
Yeah.
Dude, I saw some videos. How was that? And that's when Ella was in the band, right?
Yes.
When y'all did that?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel? Did you feel like you were in Brotherhood again? You're like, yeah.
No, it was a totally different thing because like when Brotherhood, one of my favorite parts of the show with Brotherhood was like we were really heavy, So at one point, like the crowd was like jumping up and down, But with us with Donella, we're soft. Oh yeah, we're definitely softer compared to Brotherhood. But it was just a different vibe.
Yeah,
we had a good crowd in front of us for sure. Like I don't know how many, maybe 1,000, somewhere around there. But yeah, I mean it was awesome. That's the goal ultimately. You want to play in front of crowds like that.
Yeah,
size.
absolutely,
yeah,
dude.
That's the goal.
I think that's what we all try to strive for and aim for, man. Because the more potential listeners that you can get, like the bigger that you can build your brand around all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
So what other big shows has Donella Drive played with or played on?
Oh, we did River City Rock Fest twice.
Twice, right?
Yeah, twice.
Nice.
And then so we opened for like Kid Rock and Deftones and
dude, that's so sick.
And then the second time we opened for Megadeth, Disturbed,
okay.
Who else? Scorpions. So yeah, and those are the biggest things we've done so far. But we've opened for lots of touring bands, national bands. Like we opened for we opened for Hail the Sun. We've opened for Slaves a bunch of times. Who else? Stolas.
Stolas.
Who else? Right. Yeah. A whole bunch of bands we've opened. We've opened for. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Upon a Burning Body, we played with them.
Yeah. I think Murillo did that too, man.
Yeah.
For the Christmas show.
Yeah.
Were you guys on the bill for that?
No, we weren't on the bill for that one.
I think Covino was on the bill for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, man.
Fucking yeah, man. It's really cool, like to see like how close like of friends that we become, dude. Because I told you, right, like when I didn't know nothing about music or nothing.
Yeah.
I remember I was at my parents' house and I was literally finding out about local bands that I had no knowledge of, dude. Like no one showed me, no one taught me nothing. And then I see Donella Drive and I just hear and then you guys are just sitting on the couch like all cool, right? Like I was like, Mom, look. I'm like, I want to be like these guys. Look, like, oh no, pues sí. Nah, dude, but it's really cool to see how we become good friends over the years, dude, and like how you guys have noticed us because before you guys were rock stars, right? Like Merlevo, I don't give a fuck about them, right? And then over the years, it's just like, oh shit, Merlevo, those guys, I think they're cool.
Yeah, y'all are all nice guys.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a persona, it's a front. No, I'm playing.
This is all dicks.
So what? Who? I know that we all have our influences. Obviously, like Metallica is what got you into music in general. But is there anybody specifically that you look up to, like when it comes to like being better at bass specifically? I said that twice.
Oh yeah, I probably got like 5 bass players that I love right now to this day. Early on, of course, it's Metallica, so I was a big Metallica nerd.
Yeah.
Cliff Burton, even Jason Newsted, he was an amazing bass player. Flea, of course. What else? Who else? Billy Gold, Victor Wooten, and Ryan Martini. That's 6. So probably like all those guys right there.
Yeah, nice, dude. I remember you telling me the last Sunday we hung out, dude, that you said that you actually ran into Flea. What happened with that, dude? How did that come about?
Okay, so
I think everybody would love to hear
that.
Yeah,
I used to do backstage catering. I did backstage catering and hospitality. That day for I was working for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I was their catering assistant, and actually the chef's assistant.
Wait, so how did you land that job? First of all,
that's what my mom used to do for a living.
Okay,
she did like basically a big artist would come to town, and she would go shop for them, and then take care of their food because normally bands they either have a tour caterer that feeds everyone.
Wow.
Or they would hire my mom's company, and they would pay my mom to feed the bands.
Wait, so did your mom own this company, or she was a part?
No,
of the
she was a
company?
part of the company. She wasn't. Yeah.
So this company, if there was like a huge band coming in, like like Anthrax or like Metallica or Red Hot Chili Peppers, they would reach out to her.
They would reach out to my mom, and they would send her the rider, which is like a list of like what they want for the tour.
Right.
And then she would go out, shop for them, get all their groceries, like usually like the week of or the day before.
Yeah.
And then we'd pretty much like set up a whole kitchen at the AT&T Center in the loading dock.
Okay.
And yeah, we'd feed the road crew, and then
wait, are you talking about like truckloads, like beep like truckloads of fucking shit, like to get out the food out and all that, or
no, it's like literally she would just like get like a van. And,
okay.
Because she was feeding the road crew. And the band
and the roadies. Okay, well the road crew is the roadies. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. Duh.
Anyway, so every now and then, if we weren't the company feeding the band, they would ask for like assistants, like to come help, because sometimes tours have their own chefs, their own. I guess they're on tour with the band.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So they would hit us up to go help the chefs.
Yeah.
And so for that day, I was the chef's assistant for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And so pretty much all I did was just help the chef, which is, I think I went to the store for her, and I brought their food to their dressing room.
Yeah. Nice. Dude.
Yeah. And so anyway,
wait, was that nerve wracking?
Yes,
or like,
of course it is.
Like, were you like shaking the whole tray?
Yeah.
Like...
No, I'm just trying to be cool. Just trying to be cool, you know? And so, but that day, I think I wanted to see the opening band, which was this band called the Butcherettes. And at the AT&T Center, backstage, there was like these double doors, and they lead to the floor, like the general admission.
But you
floor.
only had access to it because you were working for the company,
exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So no one else would be able to go down there.
Yeah. No, you
right?
gotta have the backstage pass.
Yeah, the
that
backstage
says,
pass. Okay.
You know, whatever,
like staff or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, I pushed the double doors, and I just see a headstock, and then I get this look. He turns around, and it's freaking Flea standing there.
So hold on. So the door's open. You walk in. You look to your left. You just
to my right. To my right.
Oh, to your right. So you just see the headstock. But then as the more farther that you go, then you see Flea.
Well, now we'll check it out. So I open the doors, and I see the headstock, and I guess the door almost hit the headstock. So he kind of he walks forward a little bit, and then as the doors open all the way, he turns around and kind of gives me like a dirty look. Like I said, I don't know if it was a dirty look, but
maybe like a focus look.
Yeah,
like
a focus look. Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
He was jamming. He was watching the opening band, and I just kind of walked past him, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! There's fucking Flea right there, dude." And then it was loud as hell in there. You know what I mean? The band's playing, but that's how badass Flea is. You can hear him slapping still,
with no amp.
Just all you hear is yeah. That's all you hear, and I was like, God, man, like,
dude,
it's amazing.
How cool was that to see that, dude?
It was insane.
Not a lot of people can sit here and say, I was making a turkey sandwich.
No, they actually had salmon and quinoa.
Healthy stuff, huh?
Yeah, healthy stuff.
Well, I mean, those guys are kind of ripped already.
Yeah.
Of course, they're not gonna get like pizza and fucking wings.
No. A lot of those guys take care of themselves really well, you know. Like, not just the Chili Peppers, I'm saying just in general.
Yeah.
You know, we've had to make vegetarian meals for them, or different things, you know.
Yeah.
For different artists. Yeah, like healthy stuff.
That's so fucking crazy that you saw Flea in the flesh like that, dude. And you just went in there and dropped out the food and left?
Yeah. I gotta be professional.
Right, you're right.
Gotta be
cool.
Be
like, oh my god.
No, they don't want to deal with that shit,
dude. So you tell me that reminds me of a time, because you know I really like Dance Gave a Dance, right?
Yes.
And I look up to Kurt Travis and Tillian, and I don't know Johnny Craig not so much anymore because that guy's he's something else. I won't call him out of his name, but I'll just say he's something else. But anyways, dude, this reminds me of a time, dude, that Rocky, I think he used to be in a band, or he's in a band now from Austin. He comes down here a lot because for some reason, dude, the Cali bands love coming to San Antonio.
Because we come out.
Yeah, dude. I can't tell you how many times that Donovan from Hell to Sun and that Kurt was like, "Oh, you guys are fucking great, man. I love," and I'm not trying to make fun of their voice. They're like, "Oh, you guys are great. Like, we love it here, dude." They love it.
Yeah.
So one thing, there's this one time, dude. It was I think Kurt Travis was playing solo, or I think he was playing with Royal Coda, which is what he's in now. And Rocky was like, hey, whoever wants to come out for free, I got you. You know, just hit me up. And I hit him up, dude. So then I saw the show, blah, blah. We're hanging out. Dude, I can't tell you how nerve-wracking it was that I saw Kurt Travis just chilling at the bar, right? Because, like, I looked up to this dude since I was, like, 18. You know what I mean? Like, since I was a kid. And I just kept my cool. I'm like, what's up, dude? Arturo, nice to meet you, man. I just keep it easy, right, and chill.
Yeah.
And after, like, we were conversating at the bar or whatever, like, I was telling Rocky, I'm like, dude, it's really sick that, like, I'm able to talk to Kurt Travis like a normal person. And then this is what he told me. He's like, if you treat them like a fan, they're gonna treat you the same way. Like, if you're like, oh my God, it's you, like, they're gonna treat you like, oh, thank you so much. But if you treat them like you've known them your whole lilife, they'll treat you the same way too. So I thought that was pretty fucking cool, dude. Like, that I was able to have a beer, and I bought a beer for Kurt. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was pretty cool, man, that we were just hanging out, just shooting the shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, dude. And
one thing I noticed too, dude, is like once you start getting like a certain level of repertoire, would you call it repertoire? What would you call it? Like I guess a level of famousness or whatever.
There you go.
Then the people will come up to you when you're trying just to go about your day. It's cool at the same time though, dude, because people admire you. So it's not like bothering you because they just want to bother you, is because they want to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Not for sure.
Like, do you guys get that? I feel like that Donella Jive has been in the scene so much. Come on, bro. I think Aiden, they're like, oh my God, Aiden, I love your hair. It's just so like luscious.
He's got the mullet now, so I don't know.
What?
He's got a mullet now.
Oh, Aiden, you fuck. And I'm looking at the camera right now too. Aiden, you fuck. Jesus, Aiden, why would you do that? No.
He's wanted a mullet for a long time.
Oh, really? He's wanted one?
Yeah.
Well, I heard it's coming back, dude.
Dude, he's bringing it back. He's bringing sexy back.
But like, how much of sexiness is that though?
I don't know.
Oh my God, dude.
But no, we're cool, man. Like, I've had nothing crazy. I mean, I've had people want me to sign stuff, and I'm like, are you sure? I live like on 35 right there.
Like, just come hang out with me. Let's have a beer. You know, like.
Yeah, but yeah, no, man. Especially locally, I talk to everybody. It's nothing crazy. Like.
Well, I think that's just you being humble, man. Because we have to stay humble. Like. We can't let the notoriety. I don't know if I'm using the right word.
Notoriety.
We can't let like that go to our head. But no. I mean, at the same time, you're like, yeah, we're Janella Drive. What's up? You know.
Nah.
Sorry, I had to go. No, dude. That's one thing I noticed, man. It's just like like y'all's following has been growing a lot over the years. But there's a reason for it, is because, you know, the music is good. Like, imagine if the music was shit. Obviously, like, nobody would be fucking talking about it.
Exactly, yeah.
But here's one thing that Roy brought up to me, dude, is that obviously, like, if the music's good, people will follow. If the music's shit, like, no one's going to share it. No one's going to talk about it. You know what I mean? So, you know, you're doing something good, like if all these people are talking about Donella Drive.
Yeah, not for sure.
You know? So, when it comes to that, how do you feel about it, dude? Like,
I appreciate it. I can. It kind of freaks you out sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think we've accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish, for sure. But any kind of recognition, it makes you feel good. It's awesome because we bust our ass. You know, we try really hard to write good songs.
Yeah.
Me and my brother get in arguments about parts, like the littlest things. We're arguing about it. We're bringing our mom into it. Like, what do you think, Mom? Is he right? Or
you bring your mom into it? You can't do
dude.
that, bro. How's she gonna choose between her kids? Like,
but like, exactly. But
come on, dude.
You know, that's just how serious we take it. You know what I mean? Like, we want the best, and on top of that too, like, our parents, they're even the most brutally honest. Oh yeah, even Steven's parents, you know, what I mean? They tell him what's up.
No, I know they'll be.
And my
like,
mom,
tell you
like,
straight up.
even after a bad show, my mom was like, "That was not good."
Yeah,
she'll be like, "You guys need to work on this, and even Aiden's dad is he'll be like, he'll tell us we kicked ass, or he's all, dude, that sounded like shit,
dude. But I think that's fucking cool though, to get honest critique. Because if you don't have honest critique, how are you supposed to improve?
Exactly.
Like for example, dude, I had a good friend of mine, Matthew, review the first episode of Talking with Turo. I'm like, dude, make sure you write down every single note, every single like thought that you think needs improvement. And like a lot of this stuff was like good and bad.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that kind of critique, how the fuck are you supposed to improve? Why? Because you want people to be attracted to your brand, right?
Yeah.
Janella Drive is a brand that you're building.
Yeah.
And obviously you want people to like be attracted to that brand, right? So you'll do whatever it takes to improve it.
Yeah.
Be yourself, but like improve it because of other people's opinions, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really awesome, dude. That you guys are just have taken all this time. I know you went through like what 3 or 4 singers over the years.
Yeah.
Now you've got Aiden as a solid one. I know I have seen a couple shows where like Aiden was like, oh, I don't know if I sounded good in this now, blah blah. But one thing I told him, dude, was that if you can't hear yourself, like you're gonna strain your voice.
Yeah.
And it happened to me at Ventura. It happened to me in like small little venues, dude. High tones, you know, because like I don't have the in ears. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't hear yourself, dude, then you're not. You know, it's gonna be a little difficult. But for the most part, Aiden does do a really good fucking job, man.
Yeah, and dude, this is how humble Aiden is. He's getting vocal lessons right now. He goes once a week. Takes vocal lessons.
He's still doing that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought he stopped.
Yeah. No, man. He's
Nice.
actually going next. Like he went this week. He was going next week. He's been going to a couple of different people. Like I think 2 different people. I know Celeste.
Celeste.
Yeah.
Descent,
yeah. Her. He's been going to her.
Yeah.
And he was going to some other guy too. So that's shows his drive.
Yeah.
And how he wants to improve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. It takes initiative, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't mean to bring this up on every episode, but I'll go back. I'll use Roy Miguel as an example, dude. It's just if you want to learn your craft, if you want to get good at something, you fucking bust your ass and you work for it.
Yeah.
And even Amanda said that too, dude. When I had her on here, she was like, you know what? I worked hard for this. Like I worked hard to be a better guitarist. I worked hard to be a better vocalist. Like. Please, like, you know, if you can, like, respect that, you know, that, like, don't bash on me and this and that, you know. And
people are going to bash no matter what.
Right. But at the same time, it's like, recognize the fact that you worked hard to get where you are today, man. It's not like we were just gifted and the guy was like, here you go, here's a good voice. And then, like, what the fuck, you know, you got to improve it, man.
Yeah.
You know, like. It's like you said, dude, when you're working out, bro, like you're just getting fucking physically fit. It's like you work out your voice, you work out your guitar, you work out your bass, and you keep fucking doing it and you get better, man.
Yeah,
Get
for
better,
sure,
dude.
man.
That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's I said we expect the best out of each other. You know what I mean? It's not like we're like there talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
But every member in the band, you know, can hold their own.
Yeah.
You know, we're all kind of, I feel like we could go and start other bands and be the leaders. So it's like literally 3 leaders in one band. You know what I mean?
Damn, Amanda said that too, dude. She's like, be fuck. I have to listen to the episode again, dude. But I think she said be the leader. But if everyone's a leader, then everyone's gonna drive each other to be better.
Yeah,
you know. But here's one question that I have for you, dude, that I just thought of right now when you were talking. So how do you balance your personal life with your band life?
Communication is always, I think, it's key.
When you say communication, what do you mean?
With communication with everybody, with your family, with your band members.
So what are the future plans for Janella Drive, man?
Dude, right now we're working on a new EP.
That's right. Yeah, we need to talk about that for sure.
It's going to be a 5-song EP.
5-song EP?
Yeah.
Do y'all have a name for it yet?
We don't have a name for it yet. We're actually, the guitars, bass, and drums are already done. We're just gonna do. We're starting vocals this week, and a lot of people are freaking out because we just dropped Bloomer in March. You know, and we already have like we're already working on the.
Damn,
next
it was
one.
in March.
In March,
dude, I was wondering too because like, I felt like that was like a highlight of either my springtime or my summertime. So I don't know if it's probably a springtime, dude. But yeah, dude, it's just It was the highlight of that time in my life, you know, because like when I heard those songs, I was like, damn.
Thank you, man.
But anyways, go ahead and then.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully, we're trying to finish the record this month in November, and then hopefully we're thinking maybe putting out a music video by December.
Okay.
Maybe putting out three music videos, and then eventually releasing the full album like sometime next year, maybe early next year.
That's a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
How have y'all been dealing with the pandemic. That's one thing I was wondering, dude. Like,
honestly, like as soon as it kind of happened, because our CD release show was a week before everything shut down. You know what I mean? Like
I'm trying to remember when that was.
It was March 14th, and I'm pretty sure the bars closed like maybe like a week or two after that.
Yeah.
So, immediately right off the bat, we were like, dude, we got to write another album now. We're not. I can't just sit around. No one wants to just sit around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially since we can't tour. We can't promote the album.
Like, don't be idle, man. Like, be productive.
Yeah, we got to be productive. Yeah. So we're always writing constantly. So
I noticed that.
Yeah, dude. So even when we were recording Bloomer, the songs that are going to be on this next one, they were already written.
Yeah.
While we were literally working with Max still.
Okay.
So like at least one or two of the songs are almost a year old now.
Yeah.
Because they're written like sometime last year.
Right.
Yeah, dude. So we're always constantly, even now, like we stopped at 5. One for like financial reasons, of course. But we have another couple to work with. Even right now, you know what I mean? Like when we kind of cut writing and started recording, we were working on we had three ideas.
Yeah.
So we're always trying to write, always trying to
come up with something new.
Yeah, come up with something. Yeah, we're always we're musicians, we're artists. You know what I mean? And we want to put out our art. You know what I mean? Because we feel that's why we're here.
Strive with it, man.
Yeah, man.
That's it,
so
man.
that was the initial plan. I haven't talked. Initial plan to start working on new music.
And nothing ever goes as planned, ladies and gentlemen.
No, so far it is. Like the album's almost done.
Yeah.
Can't play a show. I mean, we played one show in June, and it just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? It just people were in their masks, of course.
Yeah. Oh, y'all did play during the pandemic?
We played at the Rock Box.
Dude, so I had someone post on Facebook, and they said that a lot of people are talking shit about bands playing through the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
it's a weird situation because
someone told me it was like political. Like they're getting really political with it. Like I understand, like take care of your health. Yeah. Because my I guess I'll call him my father-in-law, but my son's grandfather, like he's elderly, he's had a heart attack before. So of course I would consider like being safe because my son spends time with me and then my son goes over there with him. Yeah. So like I can see why people would be upset. Like, why the fuck are you playing a show? Like you're putting people at risk. But then at the same time, you have other people like, oh, well, no, it's okay. And it's all right. Wear your mask and blah, blah. Like, what's your opinion on that, dude? Like on the...
Dude, it's a tricky situation.
It is.
I'm about, I wear my mask everywhere. You know what I mean? If I'm not with my family, I'm pretty much wearing my mask.
Well, I remember you telling me too, because you have 2 kids. Like, of course you're gonna fucking be safe, Yeah,
man. So even that weekend when we played that show, it still felt kind of weird and kind of awkward. It didn't feel the same.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, that's one thing that I told Randy. I said, nothing's ever gonna be the same for a while.
It's gonna go back to normal, just slowly. It's gonna take time.
Yeah, it's gonna take time.
Yeah. Oh, whether it's I'm hoping by next year, of course, everything goes back to semi-normal.
We all hope.
Yeah, we're all. But the way this year's gone, who knows?
Yeah. Well, maybe when Christmas comes around and everybody's in the Christmas spirit, then the COVID will go away.
Just go away naturally. But now, man, we miss it, man. We love to play live. We had a tour planned. We had all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And it just down the toilet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's
a shame.
It sucks, dude.
Yeah,
it really
a shame
sucks.
it had to fucking come to that, dude. Because another thing too that I was talking about, and Marilevo did just release the cover for Movements. Mm-hmm. And one thing that we wanted to focus on was like mental health. Mm-hmm. And even if you don't have mental health, like a lot of people are dealing with the pandemic in a different way, man. Mm-hmm. And it's like you can't really retreat to like that one place that you feel comfortable, like, or the library or a bar or restaurant, whatever, dude. Mm-hmm. Like you're stuck at your fucking house. Like if you're feeling like some type of way, there is nowhere you can go. You're fucking stuck at your house, dude. Yeah. That fucking shit is just, oh man, it sucks, man. And like people are saying now that they might close everything up again.
Yeah, I mean it's only getting worse.
Don't say that.
They thought that.
Oh no.
They thought it was, gonna just go away, but it's clearly it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are still getting sick. It's you know, things are getting easier as far as like I guess dealing with it. You know what I mean? Like they're opening bars. I think bars are like 75% capacity.
Yeah, or
now.
50%. Like let's wear a mask. You know.
Yeah.
Like one thing that I have noticed because I have gone out. Please don't judge me. I have gone out here and there, not too much, but like when I do, it's like okay, limited capacity. And, like, the tables are, like, this far apart, dude. And, like, not only that, it's just, like, if you're moving around, wear your mask. But if you're stationary, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that shows are coming back.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, shows are coming back. But even at the same time, dude, like, you know, you still got to kind of be vigilant, you know? Because it just sucks, dude, how easy you can just, like, catch, like, just from a simple, like, hey, what's up? You know, it's just like, and then it's like, no, you know, like,
it's real, dude. And people who are denying it, I don't know, man. It's a real thing. People are getting sick.
You know, here's one thing I want to ask you, dude, because as a musician myself, seeing something like this is fucking mind blowing, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, right? Like,
I never thought I'd see some of this in my life.
Dude, we're living in like a lot of people use the Spanish flu as an example of what we're going through, right? But the Spanish flu was like way worse. Not only that, they didn't have the technology or the fucking medication back then. But I guess I can see the resemblance because it's like something that's worldwide, right? And it just really sucks, dude, that like we're not able to live our daily lives as normal people or musicians or, you know, everyone else. Like we can't escape. Because, dude, honestly, for me, being able to play live and be on stage, that was my remedy for my fucking daily life, man.
Exactly. Same.
It was for remedy for you too?
Yeah.
Dude, and like you and I mean, we know like we're dads and we have our own life and we have all this shit, but like being on stage is just...
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's a great feeling.
Fucking biblical, mate. You know what I mean?
For sure, dude. For sure, man. Yeah, and that's what's kind of kept me sane, you know, just being able to write, you know, and you know, release music. It's kind of kept me pretty close to normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just being able to create still. And the guys still have the fire to write.
I think it's cool that even after all this stuff going on in the world, man, that you guys are still pushing. But that's important too. Like if you want, because in my eyes, dude, like a band is a brand, right? You want to build that brand. You want people to be able to connect with that brand, right? And bring them in. So I think it's really cool. Like out of everything that's going on right now, dude, like y'all are still pushing, man, you know, and it's just, you just got to keep doing it, dude.
Yeah, man. It makes you appreciate.
Makes you feel alive, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's important just to be creative. The fact that we have the ability to create something makes life much more worthwhile, man.
For sure. I agree.
You know?
For damn sure, man.
But
yeah, like I said, just being able to write and work on this album has kept me, you know, happy for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
Can't play a show, but this is the next best thing because I love being in the studio too.
Here's something I want to ask, dude. And like now that we're 40 minutes in, I feel like now I'm engaged with the conversation. No, fuck that. I wasn't earlier.
Now you're saying cool stuff.
No. But dude, I know you're not an emotional guy. I am. I'll say that. I'll be honest with that 100%. But when it comes to Donella Drive's music, now that Aiden's writing the lyrics, okay,
I write the lyrics too.
You do?
Some of them, yes.
So it's co-writing.
It's like, it's co-writing, yeah.
So I have two questions. The first one's with about Ella, and then this one I'll engage first. Is okay? So for me, dude, like obviously going through like life and other people's experiences is what helps me write lyrics for Maria Laveau. But for you and Aiden, how does that work exactly? Since you guys aren't very emotional, or maybe Aiden.
No,
is.
Aiden's actually surprisingly he's a very passionate guy, especially with things he believes in.
Okay,
you know, his music, his art,
right?
His beliefs, his political beliefs. He's very passionate about that stuff. So, literally, like it just really depends on the song that we're working on at the moment, as far as lyrically, sometimes it just comes out naturally, like a crazy flow. Like I remember one of our songs on the last record, we were struggling. We couldn't even come up with a melody.
What was it? Writer's block?
I don't know if it was writer's block.
What would you say though that was like stopping?
I guess it was right. Okay, maybe it was writer's block. I don't know but it wasn't writer's block per se because we had written like other songs for the record already. The album was pretty much done. We just needed lyrics for this one more last song, which was "Lost in the Fog," and we were struggling like for a
dude. That's like the best song, and it took y'all that long to write it.
Yeah, that's the hardest song to play too.
I think the ones that you take more time to write are the best ones, dude, because you don't fucking rush that shit.
See, I don't know. I feel the opposite. I feel the ones that just come out naturally, like, are the best songs. Like, no, you don't really have to think much about them. The ones that just kind of flow out, whatever comes out of you just from jamming. I think those are the best songs.
Yeah, okay. I will agree with you on that, dude, because you know that I do improvise a lot.
Yeah.
And then for me, improvising, that's where I find key points of the improvisation, like, to write a song.
Yeah.
But the writing process between y'all for "Lost in the Fog," how did it exactly go, dude? Because that's a fucking dude. I connect with that song so much. I'm just saying, man. Like,
well, that song is actually kind of about my interpretation of it is it's about the way because my brother's friend, he was his best friend, he committed suicide.
Yeah.
And the way I interpret that song is that's my brother was looking at it from his perspective, the way he was feeling. When he decided
like
to
he
do
put
that.
himself in his shoes?
Yeah, he put himself in his shoes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's what that song's kind of about.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So anyway, but literally one night, like I said, we were struggling for months.
Yeah.
Couldn't come up with a melody. Couldn't come up with a line.
Snapped.
And then it just snapped. Like I came up with "Now I'm lost in the fog."
You came up with that?
Yeah. I came up with that.
And
then
Aiden
Aiden liked it. And
Perfect.
Then all of a sudden it was
fucking beautiful.
It was like an explosion. And then Aiden just fucking wrote the rest of it. You know what I mean? Like just off that.
Dude, you know what trips me out is that humans in general have the capability of being able to connect like through music. Like it doesn't matter where you're from. If you're in Russia, Italy, Spain, dude, it's like something that you can all relate to.
Your brains are on the same wavelength.
Dude, it's great. It blows my fucking mind, dude, because like I think they did a study, and I'll probably bring it up on this podcast and put it on here. But I think they did a study, dude, that your brain waves when you're jamming with people, it changes.
Yeah,
like it's just like a flow, dude.
Yeah.
And like it's a euphoria that none of us can explain to other people that have never experienced it, right? Like it's something we can't explain. But I think that's so fucking sick, dude, that it just like it happens. It's like an explosion, and you can't explain it, dude.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. I remember when I first joined Marie Laveau, dude. Yeah. And like they had the songs already written on guitar, right? Without a vocalist. So basically they were writing music without a vocalist.
Yeah.
And I remember there was 2 songs, dude, that we have today, which is Manos and Melody to Mislead, that I wrote myself, like, but without knowing them, without knowing the music too well. But it just meshed, dude.
Yeah.
And like messing with other people, like musically or even like communication wise, it's like the greatest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's a badass feeling.
Like there is nothing else in this world that can match up to that feeling, dude. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man.
Like,
Definitely.
I mean, you can go ahead and get drunk. You can go ahead and eat your favorite food.
Yeah.
Like obviously endorphins are being released, but this is something entirely different.
Yeah, it's a different feeling.
It is, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. It's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, man.
And Lost in the Fog, dude, was like I connected with that very well, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Like it's just different, dude. Like din.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. So at the point that you're at now with Donella Drive, man, like how do you feel about it all together? Because you've been doing this for what, like 7 years now?
This is 7 years now.
7 years?
Yeah.
So do you feel like y'all progressed in a pretty good way? Like
yeah,
even
dude,
after all the vocalists and all the drama and
yeah, dude. I mean, it's probably like the most easiest band of like as far as writing goes. It's the easiest. There's no egos. My brother is always trying to push himself and experiment.
Yes.
We're never satisfied.
Yes, dude.
We're never satisfied.
Yes. So here's one thing that I will say, dude, is that, and I'm not saying this applies to what you're saying, but I'm just using an example. When people sometimes when they're in a relationship, they settle,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not completely satisfied.
Yeah.
But the fact that Aiden wants to keep going and he's not completely satisfied and he doesn't settle.
Yeah.
That's the greatest fucking thing right there, dude. That'll bring more music, more content, better content, dude, to deliver.
Man. For sure, dude.
And the fact that you and him are working together and y'all bump heads and you're our brothers, dude, okay, that's one thing. But at the end of the day, both of you are going to connect and create something great.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. For sure, man.
It's fucking sick, man.
Yeah. And then Steven plays a big factor in what we do, too. And I mean, he's a crucial part of the sound, for sure. So it's me and Aiden kind of bumping heads, and then Steven throws his opinion in. Like,
yeah.
And it's not like we're barking at each other and yelling at each other.
Yeah,
mainly me and Aiden, mainly. Because he has his vision of what he thinks, and I have mine, of course. But yeah, man, we're just trying to be the best we can. That's all we want to do, and hopefully take it to the next level, which is what we've been trying to do.
We all want that, man. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Everybody has that vision. But at the end of the day, dude, it's how much work are you going to put in
Mm-hmm.
to get that, to reach that goal?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of me and my boy Jose, bro. This is one thing that we mention a lot, is that people nowadays, they want instant gratification.
Yeah.
And it's
I
not
agree.
going to work like that, man.
Takes
No.
time.
You got to put in the fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something I brought up in the first episode with Miguel, is that he put in the work to learn videography. You want it bad enough, you're going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this laziness. Like, fuck, like all this like half-ass shit. No, you want something, you go out and you get it.
Yeah. For sure. I agree.
It's all part of the hard work that you put in, man.
Yeah, dude.
Especially with that fucking COVID shit, dude. Now it makes it more difficult to put that hard work in, dude. But being in a band, at some point, it has to be business related.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that I brought up on the other podcast too, with the episodes. Is like, okay, have fun, but eventually it's not going to be all about fun anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can you agree with me on that?
Yeah. I mean, I hope it stays fun.
Well,
because then why do it? You know what I mean? It's supposed to be fun.
Stay fun, but don't let it entirely be fun. Like, because if you have a business, you can't just be like, I don't give a fuck, I'm having a good time. Nah, man, you got to take it serious. Then you got to get the merch. Then you got to fucking run Spotify. Then you got to fucking book the shows. Then you got to, and from what you told me, you do most of that yourself, right? You do it yourself, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who did the Spotify shit? Who did the merch? Who did it?
It depends, because Steven's also helped out with the merch. I think he got the first design, like, as soon as he joined the band.
That was Bloomer?
For the first shirts we had with Steven. Steven like took care of the design
With the eye, with the heart
with
eye?
no, that was our last album.
Okay.
Yeah, before Anomalous, yeah. But yeah, so Steven's contributed as far as like artwork and
Nah, fuck it. Anyway.
Yeah, so it all depends, but for the most part, like getting the music on Spotify, iTunes, or whatever, I did all that, and I do the booking and trying my best. I had to learn on the fly, dude. I was normally in my bands, I wasn't that guy. I was the guy who just wrote and showed up for practice.
I'm just here to play bass.
Yeah, I'm just here to play bass.
Yeah, I'm just here to play bass.
I'm Drew, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but when Donella started, I had to become the guy. You know,
the guy.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I feel like I'm naturally like a shy guy. You know what I mean? I'm not really. I don't know if I am now, but back then, I was pretty to myself, and you know what I mean. So yeah, I had to learn to kind of venture out and get out there. Learn how to book and learn how to network. I learned it all on the fly.
So here's something I'm going to call out, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But one thing that I've learned being in Murillo is that it's very important how you market yourself, how you promote yourself, the music that you put out, and building your brand as a business.
Definitely.
So I will agree with you that you, with Donella Drive, you have grown and became more knowledgeable than you would have ever been if you weren't in Donella Drive, right?
For sure.
So here's one thing I will say, dude.
Yeah.
Is that I think some of us, not everybody, unfortunately, sorry, not everybody, but some of us being in a band, we learn, we tricks of the trade basically is what we pick up left and right. Boom, boom. That's how you do this. That's how you do that. Then we can incorporate that into our everyday life to try to create revenue for whatever business you want to run, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it's really fucking cool, dude, to learn that. Because when you take something so serious as being in a band, you're going to fucking learn great things, man, to benefit yourself and others around you.
Yeah.
Can you agree with me on that?
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Perfect, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking amazing. It's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, man. For sure, man.
What's your opinion on signing with the label? And before you answer, don't forget your answer. Before you answer, dude, Roy has a really strong opinion about being signed to a label. And what I mean by that is that he says that because he does a lot of research.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different time now, right, than it was back in the 90s.
It's not 1980s anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, now what he was telling me is that record labels look for bands that already have their own merch. They already have their own tour van. They're already doing their own thing. So that way they don't have to invest so much money into you and lose out. So what's your opinion about being signed to a label?
I mean, I'm totally for it, as long as they believe in what we're doing and they want to help promote, and invest. If they want to invest in the band, in the band, and they believe in the band, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? But it just really depends, really. I mean, what the label has to offer.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it.
Well, dude, thank you so much for being on the show, man. I'm really hoping that talking with Turo or talking with Doodle gonna pop off. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me, for real. Of
course,
like
man.
I said, we'll have a new album coming out soon, and you guys can follow
Actually,
us. Yeah.
I would like to bring you back here with Aiden. I need to upgrade my my gear so that way I can have more channels and more mics.
Yeah.
But that would be really cool if I can get y'all to talk about the new. Is it gonna be EP or a record?
It's gonna be an EP. It's a 5-song EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that'd be cool. We can have the guys come out.
I think by then maybe I might have my gear. Or when do you plan on releasing it? Let me guess, like February, maybe.
If I were to guess, we want to put out a single in December. At least one single
With the music video.
Yeah, with a music video.
Good.
And then hopefully,
good man.
It'll be early next year. We'll have the record out. So like January, between January and March, if I had to guess.
Okay.
Early next year.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Cool. All right, dude. Well, thank you so much, man, for being on the show.
Oh, thank you, man.
I'm gonna bring you back.
Yes, we'll be back.
It might be in 2027. So.
What?
Yeah. All right, dude.
Later, man.
Get out of my.